guys, this is Kelly. I am back with a process video. This is hopefully going to be my first video out of 6 this week. To celebrate International Scrapbooking Day, I am going to have a video up on my channel Monday through Saturday. So for this layout, I am using a sketch that Erica posted in the Click Kit forum. And when I saw the sketch, I immediately thought of the pink fresh papers that I had in one of my hip kits and decided that I wanted to try it out. So I'm at a crop while I am making this layout. So I'm sorry, my setup's a little bit different and a little bit is off of the camera angle. Guys, I'm short. I thought, what I saw was in, totally in frame, but apparently it wasn't. So I apologize for that. So I'm just taking some blue tissue paper that Kimberly had wrapped the kit in and using it behind my photo. And I had gone ahead off camera and just taken some of the 6x6 papers and cut different widths, and also had pulled in some of my scraps as well. And you can see I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to use where. I did not really have that predetermined. It's just wanting to see what I thought looked good. And I decided that I wanted to, stay true to the sketch, but it's also easier for me if I don't have to copy it, exactly how it was. So you just saw my capture word. That is a Pink Fresh Studio word, and it was torn, and I received it like that. I have a close-up at the end where I ran it through my Xyron machine and then I adhered it down, and you can barely see it. So I was fine with it, being able to get it to look as good as it did. But apparently that is a big issue, so I'm not sure what happened with their production of, that certain product. So I decided to also pull out some washi, and this particular phrase just really hit home. It says, "Trust that an ending is followed by a new beginning." And that was kind of sparked by a conversation that I had with my daughter. She had come home and was telling me that she was talking to a friend, and the friend had mentioned that they had known somebody that had just committed suicide. And it just broke my heart. It was a teenager, and I just can't even describe how I felt, for those poor parents. And it opened up a good conversation to have with her. And, basically the gist of it is that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And, that as a teenager, everything seems bigger, problems seem bigger. It doesn't seem like they're going to go away. And just in talking to her and, encouraging her to either come to me, or if she can't come to me with the problem, going to a teacher or someone in church, to find someone to talk to, because just talking really makes it better. So anyway, longer story behind this, but that's kind of where I was coming from with this layout. And just to reinforce to her that it's just a moment in your life, and that things will get better. Fortunately it wasn't her, she was removed from it, so it didn't affect her so much. But just one of those learning opportunities that I feel like as a parent you've got to expand upon. So anyway, back to the layout, back to happier things. At this point, what I'm just trying to do is figure out which length that I want and how I want them stacked, and which ones I want on top of one another. And I'm really liking the way that the layout is coming together. It is definitely a different look than I normally do, and sometimes for me, following a sketch is the perfect way to do something that is out of my norm, because I can follow it and get a decent idea of how it should look. And because when you look at a sketch, you're like, great, that looks great, it's perfectly balanced, and there's just some neat things. And I just cannot say enough about this sketch. It was definitely just something different. So I decided to tear some of this yellow washi and put it on a couple of the different strips around, or above and below the photo. And that is just to reinforce that bright yellow of part of the title. And it also just, helps bring some more continuity into the layout. These puffy stickers I have had in my stash for, I guess, a year. I got these in a previous hip kit, and for whatever reason, just have a bunch of these left over. So I was happy to be able to get one of those onto this layout as well. And the wood veneer pieces, again, from a previous hip kit, and I was able to get a few of those on this as well. And it makes it nice when you have companies that make things, that you can easily use amongst their different lines, and Crate is one of those that makes me, or that I think of right offhand, and I just loved to be able to do that. And so I'm just adding a couple of the final touches. What I do at home is I have some sewing, some messy sewing, some zigzag stitches in some yellow and aqua thread, and I do have close-ups of that at the end. And I think that the sewing was actually the cherry on top. It just, made me just love the way this layout came out. So thanks, Erica, for the sketch and that little challenge. I truly appreciate it. And, I hope this maybe inspires someone for this week. So I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.